If I hadn't checked my brother's school bag that morning, we might have lost him. This happened 3 years ago in Lagos, and I still don't sleep properly because of it. We didn't invite danger into our house. We hired it. My mother found Ada through a local contact. She came recommended, said to be calm with children, respectful, hard-working. Nothing about her screamed warning. That was the problem. She was quiet when she arrived. Too quiet. She barely spoke unless spoken to. She avoided eye contact. But with my younger siblings, Tobi, 6, and Amaka, 4, she was different. Soft voice, patient, gentle. At first, we were grateful. My mother worked long hours. Having someone at home felt like a blessing. For the first week, everything was normal. Normal enough that we let our guard down. Then Tobi started saying strange things. One evening he told me, "Ada says we shouldn't tell secrets to outsiders." I laughed and asked what secrets. He shrugged. Just secrets. Kids say strange things. I didn't think much of it. Until Amaka said the exact same sentence 2 days later. Word for word. Same tone. Like it had been practiced. The second week, I noticed Ada had started closing the children's bedroom door during the day. She said it was to help them nap. But sometimes, when I walked past the room, I heard whispering. Not playful whispering, not storytelling. Low, serious, measured, like instructions. When I opened the door once without knocking, Ada jumped slightly. The children were sitting on the bed, unusually still. No toys, no giggling, just sitting there, watching her. "What are you teaching them?" I asked casually. She smiled. "Just obedience." That word sat wrong in my stomach. Obedience. Not discipline, not manners. Obedience. Then the behavior changes started. Tobi stopped playing outside. He became quiet, withdrawn. If my mother tried to hug him, he would look at Ada first, like he needed permission. That was when fear stopped being subtle. Amaka began waking up at night crying. But not screaming, just soft crying, like she didn't want to be heard. When I asked her what was wrong, she whispered, "Ada says if we talk too much, something bad will happen." That was the first time my chest felt tight around her. Not fear of ghosts, fear of control. I confronted Ada the next morning. She denied everything, said children imagine things, said I was misinterpreting. She was calm, too calm. No anger, no defensiveness, just steady eye contact. Like she was waiting for me to prove something. That night, I decided to stay awake. Around 1:30 a.m., I heard movement. Not loud, just careful footsteps. Slow, controlled. I stepped into the hallway quietly. The children's door was slightly open. Inside, Ada was sitting on the floor. Not doing anything dramatic, not touching them, not speaking. Just sitting there, watching them sleep in the dark. No phone, no light, just watching. For how long? I don't know. When she noticed me, she didn't jump. She simply stood up slowly and said, "They need guidance. The world is dangerous." I asked her why she was in their room at that hour. She looked at me and said something that still makes my skin crawl. "They listen better when you isolate them." Isolate them? From who? From us? The next morning I checked Tobi's school bag. I don't know why, just instinct. Inside I found a small folded paper. It wasn't from school. It had handwriting that wasn't his. It said, "Don't tell them what we practice." Practice? Practice what? That afternoon, I hid my phone inside the living room shelf and turned on video recording before leaving for school. When I came back and checked the footage, my hands started shaking. Ada had gathered the children in the living room. She wasn't hurting them. She wasn't screaming. She was conditioning them, telling them that family can't be trusted, telling them that parents abandon children, telling them that siblings lie, telling them that only she truly understood them. Over and over, softly, calmly, slow repetition, like programming. And the worst part? The children were nodding, agreeing. I showed my mother the video that night. She went pale, actually pale. She confronted Ada immediately. Ada didn't scream, didn't cry, didn't defend herself. She simply looked at my mother and said, "They were starting to choose me." Choose her? That wasn't misunderstanding. That wasn't discipline. That was replacement. We told her to pack and leave immediately. She walked out quietly. No fight, no drama. But before stepping out of the house, she turned to Tobi and Amaka and said softly, "Remember what we practiced." Not angry, not threatening, certain, like she had already planted something. That was 3 years ago. The children slowly returned to normal. Mostly. They laugh again. they play again. But sometimes, late at night, I hear whispering from their room. Not loud, not supernatural, just quiet conversations. When I open the door, they pretend to be asleep, too quickly. And sometimes when I ask Tobi what they were talking about, he says, nothing. But once, just once, he looked at me and asked, "Do you think she'll come back for us?" We changed houses, changed schools, blocked every number she ever used. But 2 months ago, my mother received a message from an unknown number. 3 words, they still remember. No name, no explanation, just that. And last week, Amaka drew a picture at school. Her teacher sent it home. It was a drawing of a woman standing between 2 children. The woman didn't have eyes, but she was smiling. Under it, Amaka had written, "She says we're not finished." Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the part 2.